Pisces. You know why you avoid your Cancer friends when shit's down? When shit's going on, when shit's getting real. You know why you avoid them? Because you know that you can't bullshit around them. You know that you can't lie around them. You know that they're going to see through your crap to your truth right away. And you run away from your ugly. You don't want to feel it. Right? So busy absorbing other people's ugly are you that you somehow disgusted by your own, or overburdened with everybody else's shit, and you do it on purpose. You stack that crap on top so that you have a good excuse to not look at what the real sickness is, which is inside of you. 100%, I'm just gonna say this straight out. You are having trouble, Pisces, communicating some emotional damage that's going on inside of you. You're having really issues or trying to avoid talking about what's really happening inside of you. And I know that somehow, on some level, as a good person, you're thinking, it's going to get better. And I'm going to live in the positivity and I'm going to be in the moment. You're trying too hard. You're doing too much. You're pretending. It's not really true. And deep down inside, there's a sense of right now, I just want to collapse. I just want to fall out. I want to explode and gush all over the place. And I just want to dry up and get rained down and be renewed. Why don't you let yourself do that? This is your weekly tarot card reading for Pisces, by the way. Pisces, your reading comes out every single Wednesday with Capricorn and with Aquarius. So please go ahead and subscribe down below and then ring that bell and hit all notifications so you get notified when I upload all your favorite content. Also, if you really like this video, give it a like and share it on your social media platforms. That helps out a lot. So what's going on? You don't have to tell me, but you do have to tell yourself, and you do have to let yourself dissolve and just be real for a second. I know you don't want to feel. It's so interesting how Pisces are like, they gush emotions all the time, but not when it's important to them. When it's important to them and when it's real shit, that's something like they are hurting about, you bottle that shit. You find other things to cry about. I need you to feel what you want to feel, what you need to feel, as well as find somebody to talk to about it. Let yourself speak your truth. Even if that is an ugly truth, it don't matter, Pisces. What matters is you need the release right now. You need the real, and you need the restart, right? That's what you need. Go with the flow. Look at this. Trust your emotions, ride your emotions. Look at that full moon, all the water. Listen, let them out. Like, this is the dam breaking. This is the tsunami. This is it. And ride that bitch like Seabiscuit, okay? Like, ride it like you're holding on to Secretariat. You got to ride the wave. You got to acknowledge the wave of emotion. You got to let it come out of you, flow out of you. And I know that you have been trying so hard to focus that into creative energy. At this point, I think you just need to let it go. I think you just need to let it go because it's building and it's starting to work its way into potentially unhealthy behaviors. Originality, blaze your own trail. First of all, this is about being yourself. Second of all, this is about finding a sense of comfort with what you're really feeling, with who you are. Third of all, this is about being alone again. And there could be a lot of fear. It's like there could be excitement too. There's possibly excitement as well. So good stuff. It sounds like horrible stuff is happening, but the feelings, there's feelings that you're hiding and they got to come out. It's almost like this little pustule inside of you, that pus is starting to grow around, and that's what forms a tumor. And I don't want that to happen inside you. I don't. Pisces. Oh, shit. Check your home. Check your homestead. This could have something to do with health in the home. So this is the house. The house, house is often refer to your health. So this is checking up on your health, making sure that you're healthy. Doctors, maybe going to a doctor. Go ahead, take care of yourself. That's what I'm asking you to do right now, Pisces. I'm asking you to prioritize who you are and do what you need to do to take care of you. Please allow it. I feel like there's just this sense of, I'm not going to allow it, false positivity. Please allow yourself to get the help you need. That's what I'm asking you. Exceptionality. Look at this. This is your beauty, and this is your grace, and this is your blessing that you have, and you are being seen. You could actually be undergoing a checkup. I mean, this could be quite literally, y'all need to get a drug test, or somebody up in here is getting like some sort of test, and you need to pass this test. So you need to make sure that your exceptional aspects don't get eaten up by those aspects of you, by your shadow aspects that are running amok, running out of hand, and not letting you have access to the opportunities that that you want to have access to, or that are there for you now, because the opportunities are there for you now. You don't want your shadow self to come in and fuck it all up. So Pisces, this is that time when you're like, okay, I'm going to double down and get real and check myself up and get help, or reach out, make that doctor's appointment, and figure out what's going on inside of me, because this really is my time to shine. This is really my time, maybe when some people are coming back around to look at me a second time. I mean, it's not like this is not an opportunity time. This is a time of opportunity. So be ready for it by being your best self and prioritizing yourself. Oh man, I love you guys. Check this out. I feel alone. Now, alone doesn't necessarily mean lonely, but I do get this tinge of loneliness, and I get it. I don't know if you just recently gone through a breakup, or you're in a relationship and things ain't going right, or maybe I don't know what your story is, but the bottom line is you do feel all by yourself, and you don't feel good about it, and there's a lot of wateriness here. Can you honor those emotions and just let yourself cry a river if you need to? This is in reverse. I feel confident is coming up in reverse, which means you do feel lonely. You do feel rejected. You do feel worthless. There's a part of you that is feeling worthless at a time in your life when you're most about to shine. Oh my God, what horrible timing. Don't do this. Take care of yourself. Let yourself melt. Let yourself honor your baser, your deeper emotions. Honor them. Talk about them. Share them. Get them out. See, this is in the past though. This was some sort of love, some sort of connection, some sort of feeling so freaking good about yourself. And then bam. And you don't even know, I think you don't even know what you believe in anymore. You don't know if you believe in love anymore, because it's gotten to a point where it's worn on you. And this is just such a sadness. Do I believe in love? Do I believe in myself in love? Am I capable of loving? Or am I always going to just shit up? There's that stuff going on inside of you now. There's that stuff going on inside of you, and I want you to honor it. Pisces, what the hell is this? Stand your ground. Do you think that there's something you could have done, or something that you should have done? Are you under the impression that maybe you could have done something differently? You didn't fight for this hard enough? Y'all, let me tell you something. Straight talk, Pisces. You can only fight halfway in a relationship. That's it. You can't fight the whole fight. You can't do it. There's no such thing. If the other person isn't fighting at all, then what do you mean? If you've done everything that you can do and it's not enough, it's because something isn't coming from the other side. So don't take that burden onto yourself, because that's just not fair. Deception and envy. Yep. And the deception and envy, this could be people. No, I think it's you. You know, deception and envy, like what do you really feel? It's almost like you're not willing to admit just how jealous and envious and mad you are right now. Like that's the shadow self. It's not the sadness, it's the rage. It's the rage that you're trying to hide. It's the rage that you're afraid of. It's like the rage that you think makes you lesser than what you need to be. Like trying to stand above and be above what? Your own emotions? If you're angry and you're pissed and you like are fucking still like fucking stalking them online, like trying to be like figuring out what they're up to, you're hurting inside, okay? Own that shit. I'm not saying let yourself continue to indulge in that shit, but own that shit. And I think it'll be easier for you to own when you are not so judgmental of your own anger, your own being pissed. Or maybe you are pissed at yourself for some shit, or you're still pissed at them because they lied to you. You feel lied to. But acknowledge it. Acknowledge that anger. Don't let pride get in your way. This is pride itself, yes. But you know what's also pride? Oh, I'm too good to feel anger. I'm too good to get pissed. I'm too good to yell and scream. That's pride. Don't let pride get in your way. You need to honor those emotions of just wanting to rip somebody's head off. You know, you need to honor those emotions. Bottom line, I know they may not be what make you feel great about yourself, but come on. Adjustments are required. There's nothing that you could have done because this is coming up in reverse and in the past. So already Spirit is clarifying, Pisces. There's nothing that you could have done. Y'all need to put your self-hatred away. Close that door. You're very close to achieving your goals. I know you are extremely close to achieving your goals, Pisces. This is a beautiful time of breakthrough for you. So wonderful shit is about to pop off. Do not self-sabotage. That's what this is really. Is that what's going on? Is it self-sabotage? We get this close to success and then we freak the fuck out, so we find some fucking reason with our stupid relationship to throw us off. Don't do that. You've worked too hard for this shit. And the truth is, you have a true love beyond this dumbass. You have a true love that is what you do and what you're passionate about. You remember that love. You honor that love. That love has not betrayed you. That love has been honest with you. You have been honest with it. That is a love that comes from inside of you, so nobody can take it from you. So don't let the shit storm outside, throw crap around and stink up that beautiful part of your life, which is at risk right now. Change the scenery. Check this out. Put others first. See, in the past, that's what you did. You always put others first, and you never, ever asked for help. Yeah, and there you go. Start anew. Yep. I think that you thought that this past situation was actually, gonna last, a new start for you, a fresh start. And it just was, you're angry that it was just another thing. And it wasn't just another thing. It was an experience in your life that you needed to have. It was not just another thing. That's not fair. That's not fair to your life or your life experience to even call it that. That's not. Change the scenery. Please, detox. Literally change the scenery. Get out from your norm. Get out of your apartment. Get out of your house. Maybe you had to move. Maybe you want to move. Maybe you just need a fucking vacation. Have you thought about that? Get away for a while. Detox yourself. And remember how it feels to be in a place where you don't feel so pressured to be something. You need to get yourself to a place where you can just be you. Where you do not, legitimately, you don't feel pressured to be anything but who you are. That's the only thing that you're required to be. Say yes and share your gifts. It's not about proposal. Don't even look at it that way. It's about just taking the opportunity to share your gifts. In other words, aligning yourself with your passion, aligning yourself with that love or that thing that you love that people can't take away from you because you earned it and you built it yourself. That's what that energy is. Go ahead and share those aspects of yourself because that's what you really need to get into, and that's what's going to redeem you. Oh, Pisces is flowing. So you're saying goodbye to something that you grew out of And that's the truth. That's all it was. Please understand that you really didn't need it in your life anymore, that you grew out of it. Okay? I think that there was somebody, okay, somebody could have been like looking, having roving eyes, wanting something less than something. Maybe you wanted something different and you just didn't admit it. Don't it suck when like you stay with them, but you've been wanting something else, but you wouldn't let yourself want something else, and then they dump you? Don't you see how that's serendipitous? Don't you see how that's like meant to be? It's exactly kind of like what you really wanted. Don't be a shit. 444. Happiness. Not happiness, but just protection. Protection is all around you. It's like the spirit stepped in and did this for you. You know, it's like they got rid of the problem for you. They made the decision that you weren't willing to make for yourself. Say thank you. Say thank you, silly. This is avoiding conflict. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to avoid conflict. And sometimes, Pisces, you can't avoid conflict, or in trying to avoid conflict, you actually avoid life. Because right now, maybe there are conflicts in your life. Your life is conflicted. You're conflicted. You feel conflicted. Don't try to avoid that shit. Sea of love is here. You're not letting yourself be loved. I told you this. Listen, you're a water sign. When you block your emotions, you block your everything. Okay? If you decide, I'm not going to feel this, I'm not going to feel these undesirable things, I'm not going to be angry, I'm not going to rage, but you're blocking so much else. You're blocking abundance from coming into, you're blocking your flow. The dam just doesn't hold back the dirty water, it holds back all the water. You got to let that shit out, Pisces. You got to let that bitch flow. You've got to, because you're holding back the good with the bad. And I'm telling you, there's a lot more good coming. You just got to let the bad come out with it. Look at this. Spontaneous and intuitive creation. Look at how much wants to flow out of you, and it's tipped sideways. You're not letting it flow. You're not letting it flow. You're not letting it go. Right? And then you're holding yourself back from all this newness. It just needs to come out. Hey, please come join me on Instagram. You can find me at born_without_boundaries over on Instagram. Monday through Friday, I go live, and I'd love for you to join in. I also post those daily tarot card readings on my new channel, Astrology Motivation. I'll pin that link above, or you can just type it into the search. Astrology Motivation is my second channel where I post my weekly astrology forecast, my daily tarot readings from Instagram. They're not live there, but they're the readings there, as well as the weekly astrology motivation videos, helping you figure out how to manifest with energy. So I would love for you to go over there and enjoy more of that content. Thank you, guys. There's always... you want to extend this reading? You have a choice. So you can always extend this reading, extend the message, continue the message. I dive in deep with tarot, as well as go into a romance-specific reading. So that's 2 readings in 1. That link is below. But let's keep reading these cards. Let's keep going, and I hope you join me later on. That's what keeps the channel going. I'm not holding shit back. Never-ending story. This is a conflict that you've dealt with time and time again. And guess what? This is 10. You got to end this bitch. Okay, you got to end this bitch. You got to stop this. You got to stop this circling and circling round and around. You know why? Because you're shouting at yourself. You're arguing with yourself. You're arguing with yourself. You're popping off at yourself in the mirror. You're shouting at yourself. You're angry with yourself. It's starting to eat away at you because you won't let it out. It's very unhealthy for you to not stick up for yourself or face what you need to face, and sometimes punch some motherfucker. Change in the wind. Ooh, because change is coming. Change wants to come. If you're too bogged down, the wind isn't going to be able to direct you. You've got to be light enough for the wind to direct you. And then we have observer. Watch with an open heart and an open mind. Watch as the winds start to change. It's like you're watching things change. It's almost like you're trying to be like an objective observer in your life. You can't. You got to get into it. It's just so essential to get in, to just let life take you right now. Jump on in. Pisces. Ooh. Angel light, spiritual or religious community. Okay. that could actually offer you a great deal of peace in a non-judgmental situation. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. You know what you got to do? You know what I heard when I heard this card? You got to call your bitch friends. You got to call those people who will pop somebody in the nose. You got to call those people who are not afraid to tell somebody, go fuck yourself. That's who you really need to bond with right now, because that's who's really going to heal you. Those people who remind you to be powerful, strong, and aggressive. That's who you need in your life right now. Call your bitch friends. Unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. That doesn't mean peacefulness. It means peacefulness comes. Give over this energy to God. Trust in God. Trust in yourself enough to know that this is just a phase. You have to go through this. You have to feel this to heal this. Busy times, multitasking. Listen up, Pisces. Take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. Are you trying to avoid something? We all know this. Who are we joking? Who are we playing with? We all know this. You ready? Let's get into your animal totems. Important energy. Why? Because your animal totems are how the universe uses the natural world to communicate to you. So whatever cards come out, pay very, very close attention when you see these images of these animals or you see the animal themselves. Figure out what's going on around you and know what these messages mean, but also be ready to receive external messages. Yeah, you see, man? Shit. Okay. Hold up. We also got a ringing the bell, too. Somebody been ringing the bell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. A rebirth is assured. This is coming out of the dark, coming out of your cocoon. It's also a very risky period because, you've never flown on these wings before. So you are unstable and you are unsteady. And this is all part of your truth. But if you don't give yourself the energy to take the risk, the allowance to take the risk, then what are you going to do? You can't be stuck for the rest of your life. You can't be. Now let's look at the cards that came out in reverse. Foxy spirit, think on your feet. There was somebody that was definitely fucking with you. This was a person who was definitely not trustworthy. Foxy energy, fire energy, usually Sagittarius energy. Somebody who just was not reliable. Open to infinite possibilities is also in reverse, which means they were closed down, closed-minded, or stuck in their ways, or this was you, or your star just couldn't shine while you were with that person because they were never going to let you shine while you were with them. Spirit has a plan. Do you understand? Koala energy is here to say, look above, see the higher perspective, look objectively at things and see that this situation, understanding that this situation, finally getting wise to and understanding that this situation was wasting your time, was grinding down your time. You were wasting your time with somebody that was not trustworthy, but it was probably a really wonderful experience. And that's important too, Pisces, to not feel stupid in any way, to know that this was a wonderful experience. You had a wonderful experience. Imagine clarity. Do it now. All these messages come out. We're about to go over to tarot. I'll articulate all of this energy to you with tarot, but let's read your angel messages. Okay, so clarity comes out, Pisces. Close your eyes for a moment. You do this because I have to read the card. Breathe in the blue of the sky. Feel a gentle breeze flow through you. There is peace. There is clarity. A magical healing has just taken place. A gift from your guardian angel. Really important. Beautiful grounding energy, getting back to your breath. Destiny. Your destiny is to blossom, to shine, to transform to an ever greater light. I'm telling you, man, you're popping off here right now. Imagine. Clearly visualize the life you want. Feel it in your heart and soul, and so it will come to be. Oh my God, such a powerful time. You know, as I'm filming this, the moon, Neptune, and Jupiter, so both of your rulers are home, and the moon just slid in there. Are you kidding me? Jesus, that's a powerful time for you. You can manifest anything, but you've got to unblock that flow, which means letting a little dirt out. That's okay, baby. You know why? Dirt just adds extra color and shadowing, which makes things deeper and richer. Please understand that. Do it now. Don't put it off any longer. Have courage. Listen to your intuition, for it is the guiding voice of your soul. 444. Again, you guys are protected. You guys are protected. So let it out. And come on over with me to tarot, because I want to see what's more. Let's continue this message, and then we'll get into your romance reading. I'll see you guys over there.